How you doing, people? Hope you're well. Okay, got a good one today. It's only 20 minutes, but it's a combination of strength work and cardio, upper body and legs. No equipment needed. So it's a combination of double Navy SEALs, so that's the 5-pump Navy SEALs, combined with some jump work, squat jumps and star jumps. So the session is, you start out with 5 minutes worth of double Navy SEALs at a rate that you can just about maintain for the 5 minutes. So for me, I'm going to go with 5 double Navy SEALs per minute for 5 minutes. So after the 5 minutes, you get a 1 minute rest, and then you go into 1 minute squat jumps, have another minute's rest. Then you go into a 1 minute double Navy SEALs at a rate which is 1 rep higher than the rate you went at for the 5 minutes. So in other words, I'll be going at 5 reps per minute for the 5 minutes, and on the 1 minute blast, I'll be going at 6 reps per minute. You get a minute's rest again, then you do 1 minute star jumps. Another minute's rest, another 1 minute of double Navy SEALs at your slightly higher rate, 1 minute's rest. Back onto the squat jumps for a minute's rest. Another 1 minute blast at the double Navy SEALs at your higher rate, then 1 minute's rest. And then here comes the tough bit. 1 minute star jumps, but then you go straight into the double Navy SEALs at your higher rate for 1 minute, and you have to try and get that number, your high rate number, in that last minute. So you're going from star jumps straight into the double Navy SEALs, so it's a 2 minute burst at the end, and that will take you to exactly 20 minutes worth. So it's a killer last 2 minutes. It's a great session. Let's get into it. Okay, so it's a nice mixture, this, of strength for upper body and legs, although I did really struggle with this being a bit jet lagged back from abroad. I've done that before, getting back from a red-eye flight, and on the same day straight to a squash league match, so no sleep and straight to the match, but that's 20 odd years ago. But I think if you make sure that you're really hydrated, you can still do it. So for the continuous section on this, obviously your first minute you'll probably cruise your rate number, and you may be tempted to do another one, but I tend to stick to the rate per minute because it does catch up with you towards the end of the 5 minutes. 5 double Navy SEALs or 5-pump Navy SEALs, whatever you call them, over the 5 minutes is obviously 25 in total. I guess you could think, well, I may squeeze in 26 or more, but for the purpose of this session, I just thought, well, I'll maintain my rate number per minute for the 5 minutes. After the continuous section, it helps to think that you're basically just alternating the minute of SEALs with a minute of jumps for 2 rounds, but after the second set of star jumps, you go straight into the SEALs. That last 2 minutes is a real VO2 max booster. You can tell when you finish that the cardio aspect is noticeably more pushed through your breathing. So I'll just comment a little more when I get through this first 5 minute section, when the jet lag effect starts to kick in. Okay, so I started these squat jumps and I'm really trying to improve spine flexibility. You may have seen in the warm-up I was holding a wide stance squat position. I could try it, I guess, and do my squat jumps with that wider stance. Not sure how that would feel. I saw another squash player the other day, similar age to me, doing some air squats to warm up, and his flexibility was worse than mine. It really is an inescapable effect of specificity in sport. To get maximally fit for a sport, your body needs to be tuned specifically for it, and the further you take it, the more your anatomical structure adapts accordingly. If I had to do a long lunge and push back from it, I'd be fine, no problem. But that movement is the opposite direction for your spine for a squat. Anyway, I could tell after this first minute of squat jumps that, yep, there's the jet lag. I used to get the same immediate effect sometimes with hydration when I was doing sets of court sprints. I would think I was fine, do that first minute, and immediately my body would tell me if something wasn't quite right, and then I might think, oh, you idiot, you didn't drink enough water. Beforehand, I'd think, feel everything's fine, but after 1 minute, I would know it wasn't quite right. Okay, so I'll tune in again just at that final 2-minute section. Right, here we go. I knew this was going to push things, but especially with the circumstances, but also when you know it's the last thing, you can just sort of go all in with it. It's actually a very good test of your cardio system to be pushing out the seals in that oxygen debt, but of course the effect is further accumulating because you're still working hard. I'll leave you to see if I get my rate number in the time. 6 seals does leave enough time for a couple of very short pauses, but not much. Anyway, thanks again for watching. This session will give massive benefits. I think it may become a new favourite of mine actually. I've got a couple of talks coming up next. One's on DOMS, delayed onset of muscular soreness and how to avoid it, best ways, and another one on options for how to train when you're injured. I will have some programs coming in the near future. Some great sessions will be in those, so if you subscribe you'll be able to keep in touch for to see what's in store with those. Okay, see you in the next one. Okay, well that is intense, super intense, the last 2 minutes. I mean, that could be the most intense 2 minutes work you do all year. And you've got to get those 5 pumps in the time, in that last minute. You're already in oxygen debt. Yeah, it's a real tester. Okay, give it a go. See you in the next one.